Yo, what's going on? This is Malik English from Brooklyn, New York. I'm off the block with URBNVIEW.
All right, so first question, how has your block or neighborhood shaped the best of you, not only as a person, but also as an artist?
For sure. So I'm from Brooklyn, Crown Heights. So growing up where I grew up, it's just bare Caribbean people. So it's just always that kind of vibe where it's like, you don't even understand it till we're outside that almost. So you're spending your summers going to Canarsie, backyard block parties, music playing super loud all days in the morning. We got the Caribbean parade on Labor Day. So just always being around just dancehall and soca and reggae and all that music. And then living in Trinidad sometime too. For me, I kind of got a chance to see and live in my culture for a really long time. So just incorporating that into my music, to my brand, to my style. It's just been a good experience, self-discovery, and then also kind of bringing that to the rest of the world.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Shout out to Brooklyn. Now, how do you represent the sound of your neighborhood through your music and your style?
Yeah, so my music, it's a combination of, I'd say, R&B, dancehall, Afrobeats, and sprinkle of rock music too. Just growing up listening to a lot of rock and indie stuff. So, yeah, again, so my half Trini, part Nigerian as well, part Canadian. So just being in Toronto, having that Nigerian background, being in Trinidad, it's cool. You get to see things from all these perspectives, and the sounds aren't that different when you really kind of get into it. It's all drum patterns, melodies, chord progressions. They all just kind of the same thing in different fonts, basically. So I think in terms of me realizing that, just being able to synthesize all my influences into one sound is where I'm at now. And it's been a good, yeah.
You love to hear it, and you've been touching on it throughout your answers so far. Again, you have a unique background between Trinidad, Nigeria, and Canada. So for you, what does it mean to honor that heritage and blend all those worlds through your music?
Yeah, I think it just means, one, just I think it's really important to just be yourself and represent your individualism of who you are, and just that self-discovery of just what is it that makes you and what you're trying to show to the rest of the world. So for me, just showing just different parts of my background, different parts of being able to do research into Fela Kuti and different history of Afrobeats from where it started to where it is now, with more Tiwa Savage, Rima, Arya Star, and seeing that progression how it came. Same with dancehall, you're going through Movado, Popcorn vibes, and just seeing the evolution of how these genres started to where they are now and how global they've become. I feel growing up is it didn't feel niche at the time just because I was around it so much. When you go out to different places, you realize it's not that popular outside where you are now. But I'd say here in 2025, it's a lot more global, the music. So I think making this music is helping make the world a little bit smaller for everybody. So I think that's what I'm mission on right now.
This era of music is super global. No matter your nationality or where you're from, music connects all of us in one way or another. Sure. And speaking on your music, when someone presses play to hear one of your songs or one of your projects for the first time, what do you want them to walk away with?
I'd say with a good time. I think a lot of music I'm making now, I'm just focused on something that's just gonna make you want to have fun, want to dance, vibe out to it, just curate a different energy. I think just in general right now, shit is not sweet. So I've been doing a real point and focus on trying not to make any music that's too sad or too deep. Just something that's lively, colorful. It just feels like life. Is what I'm trying to do.
And again, you talk about colors, you talk about fun, you talk about it being lively. And we've been hearing that throughout the singles that you've been dropping this year because they've been really strong. I mean, Tech Time, 24, Lonely Rhythm. For you, how are you approaching your creative process differently this time around compared to your earlier years?
Yeah, for sure. So part of that, again, just making sure the music has life of its own. But I've also been a curated focus on how my music's going to sound in a live setting. Because just with me and my band, Shao, Leon, Rick, Ryan, CL, thinking about how the music's gonna live in that space. If I'm on stage, how it's gonna translate to live instruments when I'm playing for a crowd. If I'm going out, I wanna hear my music in the spots I'm going to. So what type of sounds and BPMs work in these clubs? What type of key movement, you see how people dance and stuff to that? How do we get that type of movement, that energy from the music that I'm making? So I'm just focused on how the music's gonna live outside of me and other people will receive it in that regard. So yeah.
It's crazy because you're not only an artist, but you're an amazing producer as well. And hearing the intention and detail that you have in terms of creating these unique experiences, both on your records, but then also live as well, is dope to hear. And the question that I have for you next is, honestly, how important is it for you to not only be involved on the production end, but also when it comes to songwriting and curating these experiences?
Yeah, I'd say because I kind of started both at the same time. So it's like two sides. Like, I think it's not necessarily important for you to be able to be the person that's doing everything, like you're writing, producing, mixing, mastering, market, like, you know, like I think the way art is set up now, like you have to be able to do all of that a little bit to some extent, but like anytime you can outsource to someone that can do something better than you, or just the collaborative nature of stuff, so you could get different perspectives for working with other people. I think that's always the most important thing, rather than just like the ego behind saying you can do everything by yourself. Like for me, I was doing that on like necessity more than anything, but it's good in the sense of like I don't need someone else to communicate what I'm trying to say necessarily. So if there's a type of sound I'm trying to get, a mood I'm trying to get across, whether it's like lyrics or musically, I know I can do that on my own. So it's more the self-assurance of knowing like worst comes to worst, I can do all this by myself, but ideally I love collaborating with other people and like getting different perspectives, because again, the music is for everybody, not just for me. So I want to be able to show that from the making of it and then also like outsourcing it.
That was such a great answer. And now we've been talking about your music, but we want to know more about you outside the booth. So whenever you're not recording or whenever you're not on stage, what's something you love doing that helps you reconnect with your roots?
For sure. I just go out. I have so many DJ friends, like shout out Fun AK, Rico Cloud, Preddy, Randy. Like I just love going to watch sets, watching like how different songs are mixed into each other, different ways people like combine songs. I'm like a nerd in a regard, like, oh, that's a sample from da 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 da. So like just sitting around doing that type of stuff, and again seeing how people react to certain songs, stuff like that, I think is always super dope. I feel like movies and stuff, film and TV. Yeah, in terms of connecting the roots, that'll definitely be the stuff I do. I like just for hobbies, watch like mad anime, video games, like, yeah.
Top 5 anime off the top right now.
Let me go. One Piece, Hunter x Hunter, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Last two. I'm putting JJK in there. It's Tom. And I don't know, I'm just obsessed with it right now. We'll see how it stacks up, but Blue Lock been going crazy, so I'm gonna put that in my 5.
And the one thing about anime, honestly, is the storytelling.
Facts.
And obviously, as an artist, you're a storyteller, and you're able to really connect people through what you're saying through your music.
Yeah.
And for you, as the author of your own story, what would be the title of your next chapter, and why should fans be excited?
For sure, I'd say I'd call it Act 2. I think in the last year, like I make a joke that like I feel like I just got good at making music like a year ago, but I think it's like I fully am aware of like when I want to do something, I don't have to like necessarily like research how to do it anymore. I just kind of know how to like get from point A to point B with a lot of my songs and stuff now. So I feel like the exciting thing is one, turnaround time and just getting concepts and songs out is getting a lot faster. I think the songs themselves are just getting better, and like we outside, like, we've been doing shows like every couple of weeks now, so like everything is just like scaling up. So I think in this era right now is just like everything from Act 1 of just like figuring out what we wanted to do, how we gonna do it, how to make it happen. We pretty much have situated for now, and now it's just like to up it. So that's what we're getting into.
That is super exciting. Yeah. And honestly, again, with all the work that you've been doing over the last few years to where you are now, the sky is definitely the limit. And I'm excited to see where you go next, man.
Appreciate that.
But before you get out of here, what's one final thing you want to say to the fans? Anything about upcoming project, upcoming shows? Like, what can fans be expecting next?
Yes, sir. Well, first, I just want to say thank y'all. This last year has been amazing with just like all the support you've been getting. So first and foremost, it's all to you, all to God. And I'm grateful for that. New music on the way. If you in the English Effect channel, you already got the demos coming in, so make sure to join that. We got a show at Mercury Lounge opening for Scory on November 2nd. Next year we got a couple festivals going on I'm gonna tell you about soon, and we just on the run right now, so just stay tuned. This is Malik English. I just wrapped up my Off the Block interview with URBNVIEW. Make sure to follow me at Malik English, Malik, English like the language, and I'm gonna see y'all there. Appreciate y'all. Peace.